Married but lonely. The silent pain many couples hide. Many people think that loneliness only happens when you are single. But one of the most painful forms of loneliness is the one that happens inside a marriage. Imagine sleeping beside someone every night, yet feeling like you are living life completely alone. This is the silent reality of many marriages today. The loneliness nobody sees. Some marriages look perfect on the outside. The pictures on social media, it looks so beautiful. The couple attends events together. They may even laugh in public. But inside the home, something very important has disappeared, and that is emotional connection. They talk about bills, they talk about children and responsibilities, but they no longer talk about their hearts, about their fears, about their dreams, and about their struggles. Two people living under one roof, yet emotionally miles apart. Now, how could couples slowly become strangers in their home? How does it happen? The truth is that this kind of loneliness doesn't usually happen overnight or suddenly. It happens very slowly. It begins when couples stop doing the small things that built the relationship in the beginning. At this point, deep conversations disappear. Appreciation becomes very rare. Listening becomes weak. Assumptions replace understanding. Over time, partners stop trying to understand each other. They simply coexist. But why is this very dangerous for any marriage? Emotional loneliness in marriage is dangerous because it creates a deeper hunger for connection. It creates a deep hunger for connection. When people feel unseen, unheard, and even unappreciated, they may begin to look for emotional comfort elsewhere. And you know what that means? Sometimes that comfort they are looking for may come from a colleague, a friend, or even someone online. You know how dangerous that is? This is not because they plan to betray their marriage or their spouse, but because their emotional needs were ignored for too long. Sometimes when you see people who succumb to infidelity, they did not plan it. Imagine being lonely in your marriage. You and your partner are just two strangers at home, but somewhere, someone online, a colleague at work, a friend, or even a client starts showing you attention, giving you attention, listening to you, these things you lack at home. Knowingly, unknowingly, you start getting interested. But the point is, there is good news. And the good news is that emotional distance in marriage can be repaired. There is hope. But it requires intentional effort from both sides. Couples must learn to talk again. They must learn to listen again. They must learn to appreciate each other again. And they must learn to rebuild emotional intimacy. Marriage is not sustained by love alone. It is sustained by continuous emotional investment So, if you are married and you're feeling lonely, do not ignore that feeling. And if you're married, never assume your partner is fine simply because they are silent or quiet. Sometimes the greatest danger to a marriage is not shouting or fighting. Sometimes the greatest danger is silence. So when they are not talking or when they stop complaining, don't rejoice that you've won. There's something dangerous that is coming. So handle it today. Make effort to reconnect today before it is too late. If this message has appealed to you, kindly like, share, and subscribe to this channel.